What up, guys? I wanted to hop on here and talk to coaches who are feeling burned out, who are feeling like business just isn't working, or feeling like things have just really hit the fan. So over the last few weeks and really 2 or 3 months now, I've had so many 7-figure coaches reach out to me. They're just like, dude, Brandon, my ads aren't working. I'm spending 500 a day on ads, 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day on ads, 100, and it's just not getting the same results. And even people reaching out who are struggling with their mental health now, like, dude, I've been thinking about suicide. I've been thinking about shutting everything down. I'm not happy. I don't feel peace. I feel like something's broken, something's missing, and that's not okay. First of all, to run a business where you feel that way. And, I never got to that extreme, but I knew there was a problem with just the model that I was running. Whenever, we would spend $15K a week on ads or so, we've got 2 closers, 3 setters, a couple CSMs, all these different things. And I remember a guy joined my program and he paid, X amount, multiple 5-figure investment, and I was like, I can breathe. My bills are paid this week, meaning we covered the ad spend, and I wasn't going to go negative, and the business just felt very unsafe. It was almost like I was on a seesaw all the time of like floating back and forth between, am I going to make any profit or am I going to lose everything? And like, I'm just being completely honest with you guys, right? Like, some of the people that I've been talking to, this is exactly how they feel. And it could be happening even at smaller levels of like 10K a month, 15K a month. And it's like you're putting yourself out there, you're building an asset that in most cases a coaching business isn't really even sellable to begin with. So you started building your coaching business like you would build, a traditional business like software or a real estate company, or, a pest control company, something like that is sellable. And now you've basically destroyed your profit margin. You've destroyed your lifestyle. You've got people that are angry at you because you have a sales team who's closing people into your offer for you. And really everything just doesn't feel right. And you've been pushing and pushing and pushing, and things aren't changing because you're doing the wrong thing. It's very simple. The thing you're doing and the way you're building your business, even if you're at 20K a month, you could be feeling this way. It's not scalable. So you could just keep doing the same thing you've been doing the last year or 2 years, or you could say, okay, let's do things smarter. And a couple of the things that I did to go from, a similar spot as what I'm basically highlighting to last month, profiting my old yearly salary in one single month, and being able to tithe what I used to make per month in my old W-2 job to my church last month in a 30-day window, right? The way that happened was not by pushing harder. I actually pushed less than ever before. I actually have been intentionally, looking at some of my to-dos. My whiteboard up here with some to-dos on it. And I've intentionally not done some of them and instead basically took the day to go golf, or took the day to, chill. And that is the opposite of what most people have to do, because most of the coaches that you guys look up to, I know a lot of them, they run their high ticket offer for a while and then it really caps out. And then it burns and crashes and everything just gets destroyed. Their lifestyle, their reputation, their profit margin, things like that. And for like the 2 or 3 or 4 that have ever sold, they sell their business. So you're basically building something that's inevitably going to crash and burn. Or number 2, you're building something to sell, right? And the odds of that happening are like 0.00001%, right? So now that we know you're basically facing an uphill battle, I was like, okay, so what is the point of all this? And the point of all this is really twofold. To build a business that cash flows extremely well, pays you a lot of money, allows you to live the lifestyle you want to live, and make an incredible impact in the world. Outside of that, there's not really another reason to have a coaching business. So you're here to help people and you're here to make a lot of money doing it. And if that's the case, why are we structuring our businesses in a way that is literally set up for failure to destroy your life? It's not a good move. It's not sustainable. It's not fun. People get extremely burned out, right? Not only as a coach are you responsible for your ad spend, for your taxes, for your P&L, for your expenses, but you're also responsible for your team members, making sure they get paid, making sure there's enough calls on the calendar for them, making sure that your setter's working, making sure that your CSMs are available, making sure that your students are getting results. And people are always pulling on your energy. And whenever you're in that state, it's very hard to have good energy. So then your content starts to suck. Your ads start to suck. People can sense that the only reason you're making content is to sell them. But I don't need new sales anymore. Like I literally just did a call with a guy where he was asking, actually 2 calls back to back. And I don't take very many calls anymore, but I did 2 calls with people. One was a referral and one bought a paid coaching call with me for 1 call for context. And both of them at the end of the call asked how to work with me. And the old Brandon, would have walked through the sales process right then and there. But now, because I don't need any sales, I literally said, dude, I'm going to send you over a video to watch that breaks it all down. And if you want to move forward, you can talk to X, Y, and Z person, right? So I could have just taken 2 payments without a doubt. But instead, I'm choosing my conviction instead of taking money. And so what the problem is for most people is that money is actually your God and not God. It's become an idol to you. And the Bible's very clear. You can only serve one God. It's either money, mammon, or the Lord, right? And so many of us have a good heart. It's like, no, we want to live for the Lord. We want to, bless other people, want to do all these things. But in reality, our actions say otherwise because we're optimizing our business for revenue so we can post screenshots saying we made 100K in a month. Look, I've helped like 35 people get to 100K a month, and I only know like 5 that are still doing it and 2 or 3 that actually love and enjoy their business still, because it's not an easy thing to do. Instead, what you should do is optimize your coaching business for like 50 to 100K a month and make it extremely profitable. And the way you do this is an offer that sells itself. Okay, so like a low ticket product, something like that, to break even on your ad spend. So last month, I spent like $6,000 on my low ticket ads. We made $8,000 back, but then we upgraded over $120,000 worth of coaching sales last month, just from people who've seen my ads, reached out from our Skool group, from our YouTube channel, and the profit was amazing because we only spent a small amount on ads. Right before, I was spending $60K a month. We got rid of a lot of our team members. We created recurring revenue. So I looked at what are, basically all of my business expenses for the month. What are my personal expenses? I found that number. And then I said, okay, I'm going to build an offer that makes a recurring revenue model possible inside of my business. And now I have enough recurring revenue to cover all of my monthly expenses and my personal expenses. So think of it. My ad spend is offset. I already have enough money coming in recurring revenue to pay all of my business's bills and all of my own bills. So I literally don't need any more clients. It's crazy. like I've never felt this way before. And it's so incredibly awesome to remove the pressure. And 2, I don't even have a revenue goal this month. I used to have like goals and X, Y, and Z. I want to do blah, blah, blah. My only goal is to be able to tithe $5,000 this month to my church. And anything above that is awesome and great, praise God. But I have genuinely in my heart removed the need for more clients and the need to make more money. And I'm just believing that God's going to send the right people. Now, that's easier said on this video than done, because the temptation will always be to go back into trying to make things happen in your own strength, to go back to the old way of doing things where you message 100 people a day and you get 6 booked calls, and then your sales rep tries to close them into your offer, or you try and close them. And that stuff works, but there is a cost to that model, right? The cost is usually low profit, team, turnover rate, refunds, anxiety, fear, depression, comparing yourself to other people. It's just a stupid game to play. So I don't know if I made this for one person, 10, but if you're feeling burned out, you're feeling like, dude, like I'm just overwhelmed with how business is going. I need a new model, something that actually makes sense. Telling you guys, I think I've really found it. So I do have a couple spots to work with some high level people, whether you're at 10K a month, 15, 20, 100. Was just talking to a guy the other day who's doing 400K a month. Like, dude, I think I'm gonna shut everything down. I'm not saying you should shut stuff down. I'm actually saying you should optimize it, right? And there's a new way to do it for sure. So times are changing, guys. Like AI is so quick now. Like we used to sell information, we no longer sell that. Information is in abundance. What we're selling is transformation. And if you feel like you need a transformation in your life, in your business, fresh goals, fresh vision, a fresh fire to come on you, to be able to conquer, to dominate, to take over your industry and be able to be the best coach possible, to actually change people's lives and not just take their money, right? That's the kind of people I'm looking to work with. And you can find out more about that in the link down below. I've got a free Skool group too, and some other, good content here on YouTube for you to dig around on. But I love you guys. I just wanted to hop on. I'm literally just recording this on my iPhone. And just bless you guys. Hopefully this helped or shifted some of your beliefs or made you think, man, maybe I could do things differently. But nonetheless, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate any comments down below, like, subscribe, and anyone who books a call. We'll talk to you soon.